Today on Trisha.
It's my house. Okay. So I don't have to steal out of my house. That's right, Jaron. You done man. Tell the truth.
Is her long-lost sister robbing her blind?
Soon after Pakethia moved in my home, things started missing from the house.
Or is it her long-time living boyfriend?
The final straw was when $500 of my rent money was taken out of my drawer.
Have you ever stolen money from Kenya? Now, this is unusual. Tim?
He said that he was not going to answer the question.
Everyone is a suspect.
Give you a chance, darling, to be honest. Who do you think's doing it?
Either her or her old man.
It's a Trisha show whodunit.
She gave your son some kind of gift?
Yeah, he come home with a phone. I'm like, where you get the phone from? My auntie bought me this phone, and I think it's with your rent money because I've been hearing you talking about it.
They were about to get married until she found a sex video on his phone.
I found a video of a woman him. Yeah.
His sister claims she caught him in the act.
You walked into a house, one of his exes, and what is it you saw?
I see my brother laying out with the old girl.
Where? Where's this? On the bed?
Oh, yeah.
Will the lie detector send this couple down the aisle or down the drain?
Have you had sexual intercourse with any of your ex-girlfriends in the bed you share with Patrice? You said no. Tim?
The polygraph determined that Jaron.
Today on Trisha.
Please welcome Kenya. Kenya and her sister Pakethia were separated as children, so you can imagine the joy when they reunited last year. In fact, Kenya asked her kid sister to move in with her and her boyfriend Edward, a decision she now regrets. You see, things around the house have suddenly gone missing. Jewelry, DVDs, even the rent. Kenya is convinced her long-lost sister is robbing her blind. So here's Kenya's story.
My name is Kenya, and I'm here to find out the truth. I reunited with my sister Pekithia a year ago. She needed somewhere to stay, so I offered to let her come stay with me. I let her move in with me because it had been 7 years since I seen her, and I wanted to rebuild our relationship. Soon after Pakethia moved in my home, things started missing from the house. I didn't want to believe it was my own sister stealing from me, but it can't be anybody else. The final straw was when $500 of my rent money was taken out of my drawer. She even had the nerve to take food out of my baby's mouth by stealing baby formula from me. All this has led to everyone fighting in the house. If she is stealing from me, I am done. She has to get out.
Well, both Pakethia and Edward have agreed to take a lie detector test to clear their names. But first, Kenya, how do you know that your sister is stealing from you?
The reason why I know is because it's only me, Edward, and my kids in there. He isn't stealing it because he's giving me the money. So where is it going? I'm not taking it from myself. She's the only other person in the house who could be stealing the money.
And the formula went missing?
Yes, I had a busy day, and my baby needed some milk. I have a 3-month-old. He needed some milk. I went to the store, got his milk. I rushed in the house to put it on the counter or whatever, get out the car to go get my other kids from school. When I got back, the formula was gone. The stuff is not just walking out of here. My kids don't need it. They weren't there. Edward, it's his son also, so why would you just, basically, why would you take out of my son's mouth?
So why would your sister steal that?
I have no idea.
I understand she's tried to steal your hair.
Yes.
Talk me through.
Okay, so I had got some hair or whatever, so I'm good on my weave. And I had a pack in there, and I went back for it to get my hair done, and it was some left that I had, but it was a pack stolen.
Now, I understand she gave your son some kind of gift, or what was that?
A cell phone.
Yeah.
So, and it's like
that?
she coached my son into it too. This is where the rent money falls in. Like, okay, so my son came home with a new cell phone. He's been asking me for a cell phone, but right now I'm not really financially stable to just go out and buy phones. So when he come home with a phone, I'm like, where you get the phone from? He like, oh, I got it from school. So first thing I'm thinking, let's take it back to school because I don't need any trouble from these people saying you stole anything. We get ready to take the phone back to school. He like, Ma, let me go ahead and tell you. My auntie bought me this phone, and I think it's with your rent money because I've been hearing you talking about it.
Really?
Yes, my son's 10 years old. He's old enough to know the difference between rent money and her buying the phone and she's stealing. He know the difference between all of that. So he wasn't telling no lie.
You said if it's not your sister Pekithia, then the only other person in the frame is Edward. This is the guy that you live with.
Right.
Could it be him?
Not at all. Not at all.
What does Edward think about her even staying
Because
there?
my thing is, like, really, you really can't put all your trust in it and no one. Because people will sit next to you and be deceiving you the whole time. But at the same time, right. But why would he take from his sons?
Well, is he happy about your sister living there?
Not at all.
But was
Not
he
at
from
all.
the get-go? Was he unhappy about her
No,
moving in?
he didn't want her to come in, but he didn't want to get in between me and her because, like I said, that's my sister.
He couldn't be doing this to set her up to get her out of the house. I'm just exploring some
I
possibilities.
mean, possible, but I doubt it.
Why haven't you put her out before all of this?
Well, because it's my sister and she really has nowhere to go. So, I mean, a part of me is like, she need to go because she's taking out my children's mouth. She taking my roof from over my head. But then, like, I have a big heart, so it's still
Well, I'm
like
going to
my
ask you,
sister.
what happens if the lie detector test comes back and confirms your worst fears?
She got to get her ass out. She got to go. She got to go.
Well, Kenya's sister, Pakethia, has been backstage listening to these accusations, so it's time to find out what she has to say. So, Pakethia, come on out. Oh, hang on.
Hold on. Hi, Trisha.
Yeah, hi.
But let's address the hair. This hair cost me $400. Look at the difference between this hair and that hair. Come on now.
Where did you get the $400 to buy that
What
hair?
you mean?
If it was even
What you
$400,
mean?
you could have stole
What
that
you
from
mean?
somebody
You know I
else.
get money from my
What do you
school.
mean? And
You know I get money
right.
from my school.
Right. I can't.
Girl, please.
I can't afford $400 hair. I have 4 kids.
20.
4 kids. 4 kids. Bills.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Bills.
And I don't have no kids,
Bills.
so I can.
And I'm paying extra bills because you're stealing bill money.
Girl, please.
All right. Let me hear from Pakethia. Pakethia, you're saying you get money. You do have an income.
Yes,
Where's
ma'am.
your money coming from?
I work at school and I get school money from my school.
Oh, but you live rent-free.
No, I pay her $250 every month.
Where?
Like,
When?
shoot.
Are you serious?
The lie detector test is good at telling
OMG.
you.
When? Where?
So, whoa.
Girl,
So,
are
hang
you
on.
serious?
You say you pay her $250
Yes.
every month.
Or I give her lump sums. Like that $500 she talking about was missing, I gave her that for February and March rent.
Have you stolen the baby formula?
Trisha,
I gotta ask you.
do it look like I was still
Maybe she
my
got hungry
nephew.
because she can't eat my food
nephew.
and went to the next best thing.
Girl, please.
So no, and what the other things you've accused? Oh, the phone that you supposedly bought her son.
I didn't buy it for him.
Oh, what happened?
I
stole that.
Hang on, wait.
gave him. I bought me a phone, and I gave him my old phone because they said that you get a free month. So I gave the phone to him.
And why did you give him the phone?
Because he old enough to have a phone now, and
Because
they walk
she wanted
home
to
from
heat off
school.
of her.
Like,
She stole
why
it.
wouldn't he have a phone? And you accusing me
If you were
of
helping
stealing?
me, you wouldn't be
Man,
drinking my
tighten up,
baby's
man,
milk and
tighten up.
stealing my $500 for rent.
Pakethia, have you had anything stolen from you?
Yes.
Oh, you
Yes,
have? What?
yes. My $80 went missing. I had just it
Hang on, just a minute,
don't even have
let's
to
hear
be
it.
big. It doesn't have to be big, but it's still the point.
What-
like
where
I
is
have
it?
a lock on my door with a key because I'm afraid that she will come in there and take my stuff. If it's anybody that should have done it,
Yeah, are you serious?
it should have been her.
And I have no problem taking one because
Hey,
guess
come
what?
on,
At the
man.
end of the day, it's my house.
Okay.
So I don't have to steal out of my house. That is my house.
Hang on, please.
Broke ass thing.
Have you ever been confronted about this thing?
No,
When's the first you heard about it?
The first time she'll come and she'll be like, oh, well, I'm just gonna say something because I wanted him so she can make herself look good in front of her boyfriend. Because I guess she's scared of him. Because that's who's probably taking it.
Why should I have to look good in front of him? I look good raggedy, I look good now, I look good when I wake up, I look good when I go to bed. I've been with him for 4 years. I don't have to look good.
Now, so who do you you think is taking, well, your stuff, her stuff? Who do you think's doing it?
Either her or her old man.
Why do I have to take
Hey,
your
let's
stuff?
find out.
I'm saying unless she crazy and stealing herself, or she's a compulsive liar.
Right, let me hide my money and go back and steal it.
He's taking it.
I'm gonna let my kids sleep outside on the box.
All right.
Really? Who does that?
So, okay, here's the thing. You know your sister's taken a lie detector test. So has Edward. And he has a thing or two to say to Pekithia. We'll hear from him and get the results of both his and Pekithia's lie detector tests next. Stay tuned. Up next.
Pekithia, I know you're stealing food out me and my kids' mouth.
Look, man. Steal for what? Steal for what?
Baby.
What I'm stealing for, and I'm providing. She can leave. She ain't got to be in the house, period.
And later, she found a sex video and photos on his phone.
The video on the phone of a woman and a guy who was
Man, that was my homeboy.
In our bed, our sheets. Don't see how this thing for.
The truth revealed.
I'm giving you a chance, darling, to be honest.
Today on Trisha.
Welcome back to a real whodunit. We've been talking to Kenya, who says ever since her sister Pakethia moved in, cash, groceries, milk.
She done it.
All of these things have gone missing. Now, Pakethia says she'd never steal from her own sister, and that Kenya's boyfriend, Edward, maybe he's the real culprit. Now, I should tell you that both Pakethia and Edward agreed to take lie detector tests. We're about to meet Edward, but first, let's listen to the special message he has for Pakethia.
Pakethia, I know you're stealing food out me and my kids' mouth. I'm so tired of this. This lie detector test come back that you're stealing, you gone. I'm getting my wish this time. You out of there. Either that or I'm leaving. Period.
Wow. Let's meet Edward. Come on out, Edward.
Look, man. Steal for what? Steal for what?
Baby.
What I'm stealing for, and I'm providing. She can leave. She ain't got to be in the house, period.
You
ain't got to be in the
providing.
house.
Come
Yeah,
where you
provide.
work?
You ain't got to be in the
Where you
house.
work? What
So
check
let
you
me
get?
ask you, Edward.
You ain't got to
Where
be
you
in the
work?
house,
What check you
period.
get?
So, Edward,
How you doing first? How you
hello, I'm fine. You don't sound so fine yourself. You work hard, huh?
Yeah, I work.
Every day in, day out.
Oh,
Why are you laughing, Pakethia?
I do that, please.
Because that's funny.
When
My girl.
Kenya
Yeah,
said,
yeah.
I want my sister to move in, what did you say? How did you feel about that?
I really ain't like it,
It
but
don't
at the
matter
same
if you don't
time,
like it. That's my
I
sister.
ain't gonna come between
So-
blood. That's
Right.
I stay
Why
in my
didn't you
lane.
like it? Why didn't you like it?
I'm saying because what's going on now?
Because he's
Problems.
the
I
one
don't
who
want
doing
no
it. He
issue. I
want to
don't need
bully
no
her.
What's going
He
on
want to
now?
do what he want to
What's
do.
going on? You
And
don't
while
run that
I'm
house,
there,
I run
it's
that
not
house.
going to happen.
Oh, you run
He's
that
not
house.
going to
You
do her
run that
any
house.
kind of way
Okay, just a
while I'm
minute.
there.
So, Pakethia said she gives your sister,
Yes.
you give your sister $250 a month rent. You knew that, right?
When? When though?
Can I ask you when you started noticing things went missing?
I woke up one morning, my charm was gone. I got a nice necklace. I paid about $2,500 for it. Okay, my charm gone. Yeah. My charm was gone, right? I got a Jesus hand on my charm. My charm.
Yeah.
Why are you laughing? That's like saying you paid $400 for that hair.
It's funny. It's funny.
If you paid $400, you'll be in your house.
Virgin,
Or you gonna buy hair for
Virgin,
it?
boo.
Right.
Edward, I'm guessing you two are arguing about this a lot, are you? Since it was Kenya who brought this into your home, do you argue
It's
about
like
it?
this. I feel like maybe it may cross her mind one time that I may have stole. And that's what I want to clear up today.
Yeah.
If she laying down tonight and like, dang, it's my sister
Well,
or my brother.
what if she's not lying?
What you mean if she's not lying? How can it be possible she's not lying?
I don't know. I'm just putting it
Ain't
to
no
you.
way. Ain't no way. The test gonna prove it.
I need to find out some things if we're going to
Okay.
sort this out. Edward, I've got to ask you, are you stealing any
No,
of
I
these
ain't
things?
stealing.
You haven't stolen any of the money.
For what?
You
Why-
don't-
how can I steal my
I've
stuff?
got to ask you these
How
things.
can I steal my stuff?
If the
Trisha?
rent
I
was
don't
missing,
know.
why
I
we
can't
still
steal
living
my
You
here?
know, I guess it's a case of whodunit, and it's time to expose the criminal party. Here to help us is our polygraph
My
examiner,
boo.
Tim Acosta. Now, Tim, I don't normally me do this, but I made a few notes and I might be completely wrong, so excuse me. So I was interested in this because, as you know, I have a lot of background information on all of our guests. So it seems to me, I'm being Miss Marple now, there are a number of possibilities. So I wrote them down here. Either Kenya's lying and she's getting money rent from Pekithia and had to lie to Edward about having extra money because she's worried about Edward's temper. That's one possibility. Another possibility that Edward is stealing things to get the sister out. Another one, yet again, is Pekithia's lying about her having a job and stealing. But this is where we find out. So I'm just going to read from this. And I don't know what the answers are going to be, and Tim is going to tell us whether...
I know what they're
who we got first? Pekithia first. Okay. Here we go. Have you stolen money from your sister since you moved in? You said no. Tim. Coming up, give you one a chance, darling, to be honest. Okay, you can admit it and say sorry. And did your sister ever give you rent?
Up next, will the lie detector send this couple down the aisle?
I called the wedding off, Trisha, because I found out that this woman told me out her own mouth that she was pregnant.
Or down the drain?
The video on the phone of a woman a guy who was
that was my homeboy.
In our bed, our sheets. Those sheets I didn't pay for.
The truth revealed.
I'm giving you a chance, darling, to be honest.
Today on Trisha.
Take a look at these photos of my next guests, Patrice and Jeron, at age 9. Yeah, this is when their fairy tale romance began. Well, today they're raising 3 children and were supposed to get married this month, but Patrice called off the wedding. You see, one of Jeron's exes let it slip that she was pregnant with his baby. And that's not all. Patrice found a sex video and racy pictures of Jeron's ex in his phone. And the evidence continues to pile up. Watch this.
I've known Jaron since we were 9 years old. I built a family with this man. We're now raising 3 beautiful kids together. I am not playing any immature high school games with him anymore. Jaron thinks he can sleep around with other women, but it does not work like that. I worked so hard to support my family. I'm the one that's giving him money, and I hear he's spending my money getting other women hotel rooms. I found a video in Jaron's phone of a woman giving oral sex to a man, and I'm almost positive that man was Jaron. I even found a box containing love letters and pictures of women in his closet. His own sister Stephanie even knows he's a cheater. She walked in on him with his ex doing God knows what in her bed. If Jaron fails this lie detector test, it will literally break my heart. But if he's cheating, I'm kicking him out for good. This is my life, and it is not a joke.
Yep. Now, Jeron's own sister Stephanie is backstage, and guess what? She also believes Jeron is cheating. She's here to confront her brother. We're going to talk to Stephanie a little later, but first, Patrice, you were meant to be getting married. So what happened? How come it's not happening?
I called the wedding off, Trisha, because I found out that this woman told me out her own mouth that she was pregnant. And I look at this, I'm pregnant myself. So I'm like, okay, and I'm like, this is more than one occasion this woman's telling me things.
What did you find in his phone that was particularly disgusting?
I found a video of a woman him. Yes.
Sorry,
but he told me it was not him.
Okay, so how long has this been going on? How you think he's cheating with just his exes?
The exes could be other random women. I don't know.
Now, Jeron's sister Stephanie.
Yes.
She's your PI, isn't she? She's your private investigator.
Yeah, she's my private investigator.
What has she seen? What has she seen?
She's seen him actually at his ex's house and laying across the bed inside the house. Yes, in their room. There wasn't no living room. They was actually in the bedroom.
And what does he say to that?
He told me no. She's lying. She's just trying to break us up.
Now, you also found something in Jeron's closet, didn't you?
Yeah, letters, pictures of a woman on a strip pole, and I'm like, okay, are you serious? Yeah, a strip pole. She wasn't just sitting on a strip pole like this pole. She was literally like she was hanging on the pole, doing type of just trying to portray her body to him.
Just a minute. Are you worried that he's telling these exes that he wants to be with them at the same thing he's telling you?
I'm like, don't leave me on. Don't leave me alone anymore. I'm 24 years old, I got 3 kids, and I got one on the way. I don't need this.
What are you going to do if the lie detector test comes back and says your worst fears have been realised?
Bye.
Yeah, but after all these years?
Bye.
All right, everyone. I am really interested in hearing Jaron's side of the story. I think it might be a little bit of Shaggy. You know the song, It Wasn't Me?
Yes.
We're going to find out, so let's meet him. Jaron, come on out.
Really?
Hi.
Cuz, that's crazy, man. You keep on with the same stuff.
So, the video on the phone of a woman on a guy who was
Man, that was my homeboy. We was in the house drinking, you know what I'm saying, chilling.
In your house?
Yeah.
No,
listen.
It was actually
Listen, you see my
sheets
private
in our
parts
bed.
plenty of days now.
In our bed, our sheets. Those sheets I didn't see for.
In your
They
bed?
shouldn't
You
have
see
been
my
in your
private?
phone.
You see my private part plenty of days. Did that even look like me?
So, I'm confused here. Why did you film it on your phone?
I did not even film it. He filmed it. That's the reason why you did not see the person's head.
Did you write to an ex that you wished you were with them? Have you ever done it?
Man, no, never.
You never did. I actually drove to her house, and she told me that.
You heard
And
what
I
you said,
got the
right?
letters.
She
Yes.
told you that. She
me,
told
and
you
I
that.
see the proof in the letters.
So, you have how many children altogether?
I got 5.
5. But you got one on the way?
Yes.
And you got one on the way with another ex?
No, I ain't got no other kids on the way. I got 4 baby mamas, but I ain't
How
got
many?
no...
4? You knew 4?
Yeah.
Before we meet your sister, Stephanie, what I want to ask you is, have you ever found him with condoms or anything like that?
I found condoms just like 2 weeks or 3 weeks ago. I found a condom in our dresser.
Do you use condoms?
No, we don't even use protection.
What?
Once again, coming from the bar,
Yeah.
well, my homeboy stopped by the store.
You need to stop with that.
Listen.
Let me hear this.
My homeboy stopped.
Yeah, okay, let's hear it. Shh, I want to hear this.
My homeboy stopped by the store.
Yeah.
He decided to use his card to get a pack of cigarettes. But you know, when using credit, you gotta get a certain amount. So he was like, well, let me get a pack of condoms.
As you do.
No, not me, my homeboy. Listen, my homeboy got the pack of condoms now.
Yeah, no.
Okay, so we got home. He all drunk up. He dropping everything out of his pocket when he got the car.
Yeah.
So I like, hey, you drop your condom. He was like, I ain't want that because I about to go in the house. I like, I ain't want it either. You know what I'm saying? But me not thinking, I went in the house and I took everything out my pocket and put it on the dresser.
Yeah.
If I was trying to hide something, don't you think I would throw it away?
How do you feel about your sister, Stephanie, being her PI, following you around?
I mean, it's wrong because, you know what I'm saying, like, that's my sister.
Yeah, but maybe it's the fact that she's a female. She's feeling for another
That's all
female.
it is. It's because she's a female.
As you know, Jaron's sister, Stephanie, is convinced that her brother is cheating, and she claims to have proof. So when we come back, we'll hear from Stephanie, and we will get the results of the lie detector test, so stay with us.
Coming up, his sister claims she caught him in the act.
That's right, Jaron. That's right, Jaron. You the man up. It's
Here we
tell
go
the
again.
truth.
Here
Yeah,
we
here
go.
we
Here
go
we go
again.
again.
Sharice always called me, Step and be a man.
And later,
Have you ever stolen money from Kenya? Now, this is unusual. Tim?
He said that he was not going to answer the question.
the truth revealed.
I'm giving you a chance, darling, to be honest.
Today on Trisha.
Welcome back. We've been talking to Patrice, who's convinced that her fiancé, Jaron, is cheating. Now, she called off their wedding. Now, Jaron's own sister, Stephanie, is surprisingly on Patrice's side and claims she found the smoking gun when she walked in on her brother in the act. So, Stephanie, come on out and join us.
That's right, Jaron. That's right, Jaron. You the man up. It's
Here we
tell
go
the
again.
truth.
Here
Yeah,
we
here
go.
we go
Here we go
again.
again.
Sharice always called me, Step and be a man. Come on now. You got a family. She's pregnant now, Jaron. Come on. Get to together. It's 2013. I love you as a brother, but our family did not raise us like this, Jaron.
Okay. Stephanie. Now, as you said, you love your brother dearly, but what is it? You walked into a house, one of his exes, and what is it you saw?
I see my brother laying out with the old girl.
Where? Where's this? On the bed?
Oh, yeah. His ex.
So if you you walked into a house and you found Patrice laying on a bed with a guy in the same way, that would be okay?
I'm a man, that's different. I mean, listen.
Answer that question.
If she had other baby daddies like that, then it would have been a different story. If I had the trust, like, you can't have a relationship without trust, so if I trust you, then I'm not even gonna bring it up.
So you would like for him to be honest before the lie detector test results come out?
I would like you to. I really would like you to be honest with me. I really would like you to. Yes, I really would like
I'm in love with you, and I want to be with you. That's honesty.
Yeah, I don't dispute that you're in love with Patrice and you want to be with Patrice. That's not what they're asking about. Stephanie's asking you to be man up and be honest about whether you've cheated on her. So
I haven't cheated, so I'm not about to sit here and say, okay, I cheated on you just to make you happy and agree with you. No. I'm not gonna do that. You know I got other baby mamas. You knew that once we got inside this relationship.
Yes, I know you had other baby mamas, because damn, I'm one of your damn baby mamas.
Yeah, all right, wow. Patrice. So, it's the moment of reckoning. Patrice, last night, Jaron sat down with Tim Acosta, our private investigator and polygraph examiner, and took a lie detector test to prove his innocence. So, Tim, are you ready with the results?
Yes, I am.
So, we asked you, during your relationship with Patrice, have you ever gotten another woman pregnant? You said no. Tim? Coming up, have you had sexual intercourse with any of your ex-girlfriends in the bed you share with Patrice? You said no. Tim?
The polygraph determined that Jaron.
And later, have you ever stolen money from Kenya? Now, this is unusual. Tim?
He said that he was not going to answer the question.
The truth revealed.
I'm giving you a chance, darling, to be honest.
Today on Trisha.
Jaron thinks he can sleep around with other women, but it does not work like that. I'm the one that's giving him money, and I hear he's spending my money getting other women hotel rooms. I found a video in Jaron's phone of a woman giving oral sex to a man, and I'm almost positive that man was Jaron. His own sister Stephanie even knows he's a cheater. She walked in on him with his ex doing God knows what in her bed. If he's cheating, I'm kicking him out for good.
That would be a man. Come on now. You got a family. She's pregnant now, Jaron.
So you would like for him to be honest before the lie detector test results come out?
I haven't cheated, so.
Last night, Jaron sat down with Tim Acosta, our private investigator and polygraph examiner, and took a lie detector test to prove his innocence. So, Tim, are you ready with the results?
Yes, I am.
We asked you, during your relationship with Patrice, have you ever gotten another woman pregnant? You said no. Tim?
The polygraph determined that Jaron was being truthful.
We asked you, were you the man in the video Patrice found on your phone receiving oral sex from a woman? You said no. Tim?
The polygraph determined that Jaron was being truthful.
Thank you.
We asked you, have you had sexual intercourse with any of your ex-girlfriends in the bed you share with Patrice? You said no. Tim?
The polygraph determined that Jaron was not being truthful.
Did you have sexual intercourse with your ex-girlfriend the day your sister Stephanie walked in on the two of you laying in bed? You said no. Tim?
The polygraph determined that Jaron was not being truthful.
We asked you, do you still love and plan on marrying Patrice? You said yes. Tim?
The polygraph determined that Jaron was being truthful.
So, hey, you was married somebody, but you had to have commitment.
Ladies.
And I gotta still deal with other females.
You gonna believe a machine over me?
So, have you got another woman pregnant? You said no. The lie detector got that one right. Yeah, it's working there.
Yeah, it was working
there,
then,
wasn't
yeah.
it? Yeah. We asked you, were you the man in the video Patrice found, having oral sex with a woman? You said no. That was right then.
Yeah, that
so
was
it's
right.
working, still working.
That was right.
But when it comes to you having sex in your bed with another woman, suddenly it goes on the blink. Ooh.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah, they had to use something, right?
Stephanie, are you shocked at any of those results?
Not really.
I have something that I would like to. I have a gift for you. No. This is really. I picked this out because look, it seems to me that every time a man, and excuse my language, every time a man gives away his seed, he gives away his power. It means that when you ever earn any money, it's going out to all these different people. It means they have something over you that you didn't plan, okay? Because you're not in a committed relationship. So this is something that will stop that happening. If you choose to use it, please open it up. It is a special gift from us, and I hope it is. This time it's.
You should have thought about that when I was damn 16. And when I wouldn't have been here. I wouldn't have been here.
Last chance to be honest and say, if you came to her and said, look, I messed up.
This here feels like the same thing. I be wanting to say that when we're home and she steady going at me, I be like, you want to know what?
Yeah, what?
I messed with her, but
you did.
I don't want to say that because I really didn't.
He is not ready.
Nah,
He's not mature enough to do it. Hang on to that guest because that is a gift that you need to hang on to, and this time it's not your friends, it's yours, so use them. We'll be right back. Up next, she's accused of stealing. Have you stolen money from your sister since you moved in? You said no. Tim.
Was she framed?
Have you ever stolen money from Kenya? Now, this is unusual. Tim?
Ooh. He said that he was not going to answer the question.
Oh my
The
God,
truth revealed.
I'm giving you a chance, darling, to be honest.
Today on Trisha.
My name is Kenya, and I'm here to find out the truth. I reunited with my sister Pakethia a year ago. She needed somewhere to stay, so I offered to let her come stay with me. Soon after Pakethia moved in my home, things started missing from the house. I didn't want to believe it was my own sister stealing from me, but it can't be anybody else. The final straw was when $500 of my rent money was taken out of my drawer. She even had the nerve to take food out of my baby's mouth by stealing baby formula from me.
Have you stolen the baby formula?
Trisha,
I gotta ask you.
do it look like I was still
Maybe she
my
got hungry
nephew.
because she can't eat my food
nephew.
and went to the next best thing.
Wow, please. Who do you think is taking, what, your stuff, her stuff? Who do you think's doing it?
Either her or her old man.
Pakethia, I know you're stealing food out me and my kids' mouth. I'm so tired of this. This lie detector test come back that you're stealing, you gone.
Can I ask you when you started noticing things went missing?
I woke up one morning, my charm was gone. I got a nice necklace. I paid about $2,500 for it. Okay, my charm gone.
What if she's not lying?
The test gonna prove it.
Either Kenya's lying and she's getting money rent from Pekithia and had to lie to Edward about having extra money because she's worried about Edward's temper. That's one possibility. Another possibility that Edward is stealing things to get the sister out. Another one, yet again, is Pekithia's lying about her having a job and stealing. But this is where we find out. So I'm just going to read from this. And I don't know what the answers are going to be, and Tim is going to tell us whether...
I know what they're
who we got first? Pakethia first. Okay, here we go. Have you stolen money from your sister since you moved in? You said no. Tim?
The polygraph determined that Pekithia was being truthful.
We asked, stolen money from Edward since you moved in? You said no. Tim?
The polygraph determined that Pekithia was being truthful.
We asked you, did you purchase a cell phone for your nephew? You said no. Tim?
The polygraph determined that Pekithia was being truthful.
That's right. We asked you, did you give your nephew your old cell phone? You said yes. Tim?
The polygraph determined that Pekithia was being truthful.
I'm a winner.
That clears her, but can we bring all the men?
Hey, here's the kicker. This is the one I want to find out about.
What?
We asked Pekithia, do you pay rent every month to live at Kenya's house? You said yes. Tim.
The polygraph determined that Pekithia was being truthful.
Did you take Kenya's baby's formula? You said no. Tim?
The polygraph determined that Pekithia was being truthful.
I didn't know we were still for me. Oh.
I can't say I'm surprised at any of that. Let's come to Edward. No, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised, but I want to find out. I might not know the whole story. Edward's lie detector results. Edward, we asked Edward, did you steal the rent money from Kenya? You said no. Tim?
The polygraph determined that Edward was not being truthful.
Did you take the baby's formula and sell it for money? You said no. Tim?
The polygraph determined that Edward was not being truthful.
Oh my gosh, really?
Have a seat. Have a seat.
Baby. So you gonna steal from me?
We asked you.
Oh, baby.
Oh, God, have you ever stolen money from Kenya? Now, I've got an explanation here. This is unusual. Tim?
Well, when when Edward came in, he sat down. During the pre-test, I went over the questions. Initially, he answered no to the question. When I attached the instrument to him and I was going to do the test, he said that he was not going to answer the question. He refused to answer the question.
I want to answer.
So, as far as I'm concerned, if someone refuses to answer a lie detector quest, they are guilty. Now. Okay, thank Tim.
Yeah, thanks.
Is that it? What did you pick up from this?
You know, as soon as Edward came into my office, he sat down. The first thing out of his mouth is that polygraph is BS. Okay?
That's right.
He says that it's a machine. It can't tell if I'm lying or not. He next said, well, you know what? Can it be used against me? And I said, no, we're not here for that.
How long you been a cop?
Over 20 years, Trisha.
You've done these polygraph tests for the courts?
That's a long time.
For a little more than 5 years. I've done well over 500 exams. I'm a certified examiner. I'm an expert in the field, Trisha.
You know BS when you see BS.
Clearly.
Me too.
Clearly.
Me too. Now. Thank you. Now.
So I don't have a job neither.
I'm not saying whether you have a job or not, but the lie detector showed that the minute you walked through that door, you were being deceptive before he even hooked you up to the machine.
So I bought a Chevy on rims and everything without cost.
I'm not talking about jobs.
I bought a car on rims without money. I got all this stuff and I ain't got no money.
You got money because we know you stole it. Okay, so what are you going to do? I'm giving you a chance, darling, to be honest. Okay, you can admit it and say sorry. Did your sister ever give you rent?
You know what, Trish? She gave me rent in December. What do you mean? I'm going with my sister and hey, it is what it is over there.
Can I get a
I'm about tired of both of them.
Are you? Well, they gone.
both of them?
Well, let's go.
There you go, girls. Go. Sisters
Let's
are doing
go.
it by themselves, ladies and gentlemen.
Never mind.
The truth revealed.
I'm giving you a chance, darling, to be honest.
Today on Trisha.
Now, I just want to thank everybody for watching today, and I want to thank all of our guests for coming on the show, because remember, this is real life, it's real stories, and I try to come up with some real solutions. I hope I've done that today. Take care. Bye-bye.